The Corolla Cross Hybrid has quietly become one of the most important cars Toyota sells in America, and the 2026 update is the brand making sure it stays that way. This is not a car built to excite. It is a car built to be the sensible answer to a question millions of buyers are actually asking, which is how to get an SUV shape, all-wheel drive, and real fuel economy without crossing $30,000. The refresh sharpens that answer rather than reinventing it. You see the changes first at the front. The hybrid now wears a body-colored grille with a honeycomb texture, and the new headlights give the face a cleaner, more deliberate look than the car it replaces. In this warm bronze paint, under show lighting, it reads less like a budget crossover and more like something a size up. The proportions are still compact and upright, which is the whole point. This is a vehicle designed to slip into tight parking in city streets, and it looks the part. Inside is where the update earns its money. The dashboard is built around a freestanding touchscreen, and the materials have moved away from the shiny black plastic that aged the old car. There is more matte finish in the places your hands actually land. It is not luxurious, but it is honest, and it feels better screwed together than the price suggests. Up front, the seats are the highlight. They are comfortable and well-shaped, with a raised driving position that gives you the commanding view buyers in this class want. The cloth here is hard-wearing and the layout is simple, with physical climate controls left in place rather than buried in a menu. That alone tells you who this car is really for. The rear is where the honest conversation starts. Legroom back here measures around 32 inches, and once a passenger is over 5 feet tall, it gets tight, where a Kia Niro offers closer to 40. The rear doors are also a little short, which makes getting in and out less graceful than it should be. But the bench folds nearly flat. The AWD hardware does not eat into headroom, and for the school run and 2 child seats, it does the job without complaint. If breakdowns like this help you decide what fits your life, subscribe so you catch the next one. That theme continues at the back. Cargo space behind the rear seats comes in at 21.5 cubic feet, around 610 liters, growing to 44 cubic feet with the seats down. That is genuinely behind rivals like the Niro, and Toyota does not hide it. What you get in return is a wide opening, a near-flat load floor for bulky items, and the kind of square, usable shape that matters more day-to-day than a headline number. Under the hood sits the reason this car exists. The 2-liter hybrid system pairs a gas engine with electric motors for a combined 196 horsepower, and all-wheel drive is standard, not an option. It pulls from a standstill with a quiet instant shove that only a hybrid delivers, reaching 60 in just over 7 seconds. More telling is the 42 miles per gallon combined rating, which is the entire argument for this car in one number. The engine can get vocal when you push it, but in normal driving it stays in the background, exactly where this kind of buyer wants it. What the 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid represents is Toyota refusing to overcomplicate a formula that works. It is not the roomiest in its class, and it never pretends to be. It is the efficient, dependable, all-weather choice that asks very little of you and gives back a low cost of ownership for years. For a huge number of buyers, that is not a compromise. That is exactly the car they were looking for. For watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.